Hi there. I wanted to talk to you all about using growth hormones on trees. So I just visited what I think is a heritage pecan tree. Amazing tree, really beautiful. I'll post pictures on it on Facebook and Instagram later. Let me see, what was that, 160-inch diameter? Circumference, sorry. 160-inch circumference. So that makes it somewhere between 70 and 100 years old. Anyway, beautiful tree, and has some boring damage and some large wounds that were created due to bad cuts made of some major branches being removed. So a lot of the cuts were great, and you'll see the architecture is nice. So there's a lot of airflow through the canopy, which is very important for a healthy canopy. It helps strengthen the wood. So literally cells in a tree respond to wind, and that wind flow will increase the density, so to speak, or the strength of the wind-bearing side of the branch or the tree. So it's very good in creating wind flow to reduce pathogen and pest pressure, because more air, the fewer pathogenic fungi and bacteria that are landing on that canopy and then getting into the wood. Or into the leaves. And also you have this architectural strengthening, basically based on cells in the wood responding to wind stress. Kind of amazing. Trees are kind of amazing. Alright, so this tree's got some gaping wounds that have me a little bit nervous, and I found a borer, a little teeny tiny pencil-shaped size borer. Looks a lot like the walnut borer. Probably, they're so hard to differentiate. They're so hard to speciate. And I'm not an entomologist, so there's no way to be able to do it on the fly in the field. Maybe not even under a dissecting scope. Point being, small bore, visibly active, and lots of different types of borer-sized holes. So systemic insecticides are a great treatment that provides 3 years of protection. You're not going to poison the birds and the bees because you're not doing a drench. If you do a soil drench in the spring, that means everything around you and around that tree, and there were lots of things around that tree blooming like violets and daffodils, etc. All of that is going to take up that insecticide, and that's going to go into the diet of any of the pollinators. I don't want that. So a systemic injected into the root flare, the trunk of the tree, is what I'm going to do. The other thing I'm going to do is introduce growth hormones. Growth hormones actually slow the growth rate of the tree, and they redirect resources to increase the wood. So instead of getting increased fruit production, for example, in a pecan tree, you're going to get increased wood growth. And that increased wood growth is a great way to, one, heal faster in response to wounding from insects or pests, and two, to make wood that is less easily penetrated or chewed down by insects and pests. And when I say pests, I'm talking about fungi and bacteria. So it will increase the longevity of the tree by basically making that tree it's like the tree's lifting weight, so to speak. And so it's just so dense, something punches it, it is more capable of bouncing back or resisting that punch, and that punch coming from some sort of pest. Growth hormones you don't want to use them on any kind of fruit tree or when you're actually eating the fruit, but the people that have this tree, they're not eating the pecans, and some people actually would like to have their walnuts, say, maybe produce less fruit, right? Or their hickories produce fewer seeds so that they're not so impacted, or they're not cleaning up what is considered a mess. So that's another option that you can use the growth hormones for. Alright, hope this is helpful in managing your beautiful trees and your landscapes.